Dixon inviting Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It is the 21st of July of 2026, and today we've got a lovely one in the store, 94 or so, with mostly sunny skies, partly cloudy. Tomorrow got a chance of rain, and not a bad one, 65%, 95 for a high. And then only 88 for a high on Thursday with a 50-50 shot at showers. So that, of course, may all change. Look, right now they're talking about potentially 70% chance of rain on Saturday? 70% chance?
That is high.
Yeah, it is high.
Here we go. That can always change. It's a little early, Richard. It's just Tuesday.
It's true. Speaking of our last story of the last hour, woman who shot the guy because he was under her daughter's bed. Clint writes in and says, tell me how old the daughter was. I said, well, the story didn't say. He said, she was 13. He was 20. I said, oh, was it R. Kelly?
Wow.
He said, possibly his cousin. We're not sure.
So I have questions. Did she chase him through the house and out the front door and shot him?
Yeah.
Because they found him in the front yard?
Yeah.
So that if it, she needed to drag him back in.
That's right.
Drag him.
Drag him
Drag him back in the house. What the heck? So obviously she chased. Well, I don't know. It's possible she shot him in the house.
Yeah.
And he only made it to the
door,
front yard.
Boom, yeah. I had a doctor.
She couldn't get a clean shot until he was at the
That's
front
right.
door.
He had to be.
As you're going out the door, I'm going to shoot you in the head. But I meant the butt.
That's not going to look good in the defense, I think.
Won't.
Yeah. No, I had a doctor who told me that he had a patient who was he dropped dead while he was walking out of the office. So what did you do? He said, well, I turned it around and made it look like he was coming in. Good plan. 908 Aqua Systems Water, best stuff on earth. Happened to me again just the other day. I cooked something that was sticky and very, very glue-like, the kind of thing that would cling to a pan and stay there forever. It involved honey, which gets caramelized while you're in the cooking process. As you might imagine, that could really ruin a pan. But in my case, all I had to do was a little dab of knockoff Dawn. I used the Members Mark knockoff. And then I filled the pan up with Aqua Systems water and let it sit for a couple of hours. And when I came back, that stuff just fell right off. That's what Aqua Systems water can do for you rather than having to do all the scrubbing and the nastiness. I probably could have done it after a half an hour because that's really all the longer it takes for Aqua Systems water to do its stuff. You go, well, hold on a second. Why is it better than the water in my house? Because there's no hardness in it, because there aren't any chemicals in it. They take everything out, and all you got is the H, the 2, and the O. And when you do that, it makes the soap work so much better. It suds so much larger. It cleans so much better. All your cleaning products work absolutely better. And your dishwashing detergent, and you name it, it's going to work better. It's just that simple. In the shower as well. You just got to try it. Find out more with a no-obligation presentation from Aqua Systems, 383-3999. iwantgreatwater.com, iwantgreatwater.com, and find out just how great Aqua Systems water can be for you and your family.
It's Steve's turn.
So college football season, Division I, or the football bowl subdivision, or whatever you want to call it. Even in this day of the 12 or 16 or however many team playoff they're going to end up with, it's pretty much what the fans live and die on, as do the teams. USA Today, we talked about them earlier, still around, who knew? They've come out with a top 25 that takes kind of a different tactic. This isn't a top 25 going into the 2026 season. This is a list compiled by the paper's own sports writers who know, or claim to know, a few things about college football, and it's compilation of the current top 25 college football programs over the past number of years. And while they don't give it an exact number based upon some of the things they say about some of the programs is about the past 15 or 20 years, for others, significantly longer. So this ought to be interesting. In at number 25, making their re-debut from the time back when they used to be a powerhouse in the early 1980s when they were cheating a lot, SMU. Number 24, Ole Miss. This should be interesting to see how the defection of Lane Kiffin from the team to LSU affects their overall ranking. Maybe they'll return on this one, next year. 23 is Iowa, 22 is Washington. In at number 21, the Auburn Tigers, who are in kind of a bleak part of their history right now. But despite the past few years being that bleak, they look at the 2010 national title. They look at 4 Heisman Trophy winners since about 1972. so they remain in the top 20 or top 25 at number 21. In at number 20 is Molly's Nebraska Cornhuskers. Number 19, BYU. Number 18 is Florida State. Once a doormat in the 1970s, became a power in the 80s and 90s, but let's face it, they've been inconsistent recently. I found this one interesting. In at number 17 is Indiana. Yes, they are the defending national champion, but before that, let's face it, they were one of the losingest programs in the top level of college football in its history. So maybe overrated? We'll see. Number 16, Tennessee. They've been to the top before, but they got work to get there again. Texas A&M comes in at number 15. They have been a power, but it's always been in the shadow of Big Brother Texas. They are in here due to the resources that they have in the NIL time and all that kind of stuff. But let's face it, they haven't won a national championship since 1939. So, number 15, huh? Okay. Florida. Number 14, under Steve Spurrier or Tim Tebow, they were great. Otherwise, kind of like Forrest Gump's box of chocolates. You don't really know what you're going to get. Number 13, Clemson, a top-tier program for a time under Danny Ford and then Dabo Swinney, but they've been sliding the past few years. Number 12 is Penn State. Number 11 is Oregon. 10, Southern Cal. 9, Miami of Florida. To number 8, where we have Oklahoma, the most recent SEC newcomers, along with Texas, but while they dominated decades like the 50s, it's been since 2000 since they won a title. Top 10? Okay. Michigan, all-time winningest program in college football history, comes in at number 7, but they always seem to take at least one step back with every 2 they seem to go forward. Let's face it, they've had, a national championship recently, but they've also had a coach step away, and the NCAA has been looking at them as far as some infractions. Let's just be kind. Number 6, LSU. 3 coaches win titles there since 2000, but they seem to have some overly short fuses when it comes to firing coaches who win. Think Brian Kelly. He had a 71% winning percentage in Baton Rouge, still got fired last year. Number 5, Texas. They own the Lone Star State. Sorry, Aggies fans. They got the money to buy the talent, but haven't pulled off a national title lately. Number 4, Notre Dame, who will always be on this kind of list because of their storied past, but as the song asks, what have you done for me lately? Georgia comes in at number 3. We know about Vince Dooley, Herschel Walker burst onto the national scene 1980. Lately, Kirby Smart has been keeping that bite as nasty as the bark. We'll see whether or not they can keep it up. In at number 2, the Alabama Crimson Tide. The constant debate about who's the best coach of all time, Bear Bryant or Nick Saban, and most of the most national titles of the modern poll era puts them there. Right behind number 1, they say, is Ohio State. They got a resume that can rival anyone. Think about this. Since 2012, they've compiled a 165-21 record. Ryan Day's national title in 2024 marks the 3rd straight coach there to claim a national title in Columbus, and the Buckeyes can claim a 10-win season each and every year since 2005. So, like every single poll in the college football world, we can now let the debate begin.
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
He's the 3rd straight coach there. Were the other ones gay or what?
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it. These preseason polls are ludicrous until you've actually played a couple of games. You have no idea. Even the first couple of games, you're like, wait, are we that good or are they that bad?
Sure.
Or are they that good or are we that bad? You know, when you see a struggling Crimson Tide, and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? What is happening here? Why are we struggling with these guys? This shouldn't be this difficult. Well, you don't know until such time as you actually get a few games under your belt and you start to see and develop. I'll never forget the year that Auburn won the national championship. They struggled with Clemson. I mean, they struggled so hard. I was at that game, and I watched as it went into overtime and then another overtime and another overtime. And a Clemson team that wasn't that good was giving Auburn nothing but trouble. It was nothing but a double clutch on a what was supposed to be a kick. The hiker, the center, he screwed up. He did a double clutch, and that was it. It was an offsides penalty, and that was the end of that, and Auburn ended up winning. The next game, you saw Cam Newton come into his own, and Auburn began to figure out how they were going to chart that path to the national championship, including defense. Defense got very, very good at that point. So that was 3 or 4 games into the season. It took a minute for them to get there, you know. Alabama does a better job of being ready on game one, in my opinion.
Generally.
And I think number 2 is about right. I personally don't like it when they rank them too high to begin with. I kind of like
Put 'em in that
let-
3 or 4 position,
why don't you
maybe
want-
5.
Put us down here and let us grow into the number 1 spot. We'll get there eventually. We'll just kind of
The carrot on the stick, so to speak.
yeah, exactly. You know, I can tell you when Auburn is ranked high, it's a disaster. It's a disastrous season every year. In 2010, they weren't even in the top 25, and they worked their way in, and eventually ended up being number 1. So you know, it works out better for them to have something to prove, so to speak. 916 with Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5. Work Trucks is downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South. When you need a truck for your business, you can go to worktruckswithanxllc.com and check out the entire inventory. There's over 100 vehicles on the lot there. But you can really narrow it down. You can say, like, okay, I need a utility body truck, and I want it to look like this and have this, and it's got to run on diesel or whatever. You plug all that in, and it will show you the handful of trucks that they have that fit that bill for you. You're going to find one you love. If you don't, you can tell them what you're looking for, and they'll go track one down for you, because this is what they do. Put everything through a 125-point inspection in their service center, which is right across the street, and then they paint them white and get them ready for your logo. They don't paint them. They send them somewhere to paint them. They don't have a paint shop or anything. But anyway, Work Trucks with an X, LLC.com to find out more, or downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South, where they are all about trucks. And there's no tenderness like before my fingertips. Bill Medley, one half of the Righteous Brothers. Bobby Hatfield is the other one. He had the higher voice. But baby, there we go. Baby, I'm knowing
You lost the love and feeling. You lost it. It's gone. It's gone.
Song
I hate it when she
also
does that.
covered by Hall & Oates and The Firm, interestingly.
Whoa, whoa,
This, I believe, was the song that would drive Rebecca on Cheers crazy.
Mm.
She would just melt every time she heard it.
Didn't they play this in Top Gun too?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sure did.
That was the
Where
reference
they
I
were
made.
all in the bar together.
Yep. Correct.
You know, she's lost that love in film. I hate it when she does that.
9:24 with Dixon and Vining, and there is a new world record in the world of running. At the Diamond League meet in London on Saturday, Scottish runner Josh Kerr posted a blazing 3:42.66 mile to break a 27-year men's record.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I'm being Scottish.
Is that what you're being?
What is he
No
doing? What is
Scotland, no
that?
party. No
Dun,
Scotland,
dun,
no
dun,
party.
dun.
Man, those guys drank Boston dry. That was
Yes,
really
they did.
impressive. Pretty impressive. Haitham El Garouj previously ran a 3:43.13 in 1999, but 28-year-old Kerr has now become a world record holder. Now, 3 minutes, 42.6. Let's get
You
this
can
again.
do this. Come on.
3 minutes, 42.66 seconds, okay? Now, if you're smart, you're asking yourself, well, what's the fastest women's time? Right? What's the fastest women's time? You have any idea what the fastest women's time for a mile?
Why would you do this? Because you know it's nowhere near that.
It's 4 minutes and 8 seconds.
Yeah, see, it's nowhere near that time.
25 full seconds slower.
Uh-huh.
This is my point is we need to stop acting like men and women are even.
No.
Are equal. They're not.
We're
There's a
not.
reason why they have a men's winner and a women's winner when it comes to marathons.
Men's
you
sports,
know?
women's sports.
Yeah.
We've called it that for years
Hello.
and years and years, and there's a
Hello.
reason why.
Even in golf.
We're just made differently.
I think, you could probably get away with chess, for instance. In fact, guys are probably at a disadvantage when it comes to chess.
Chess,
Yeah.
checkers.
Oh, checkers, I don't know.
Huh?
Is there a world championship of checkers? There probably
I don't
is.
know. You know there's a world championship of everything. Come on.
I suck at both those games, so it doesn't matter. Okay, the Odyssey,
Mm-hmm.
$120 million opening weekend. Only about $40 million more than anticipated. Apparently, the casting didn't bother many people. Some folks came out of it going like, really? But for the most part, people is getting high marks, good reviews. Critics love it. And, Christopher Nolan does make a good movie. He tells a good tale. Steve gave it 7 out of 10 stars.
What did it cost to make this movie?
$250 million.
250. They got a little ways to go.
I mean, $250 million to make this movie.
Yeah, so they made the production cost back. Now we just got to make the marketing back.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit. It's going to take a minute. But
By the
they'll
way, yes, there is a world championship of checkers.
Wow.
Has been
Telling
since
you,
the
there is a-
mid-1800s.
Yeah.
What about tic-tac-toe?
What about that game you play at Cracker Barrel? The little square game with the pegs?
The golf,
I bet there's
the
a
golf
winner of that.
tees. I bet
Huh?
there probably is.
Yeah, sure there is.
Who can do it the fastest?
What is that
There's
game
probably
called?
one of those.
What do you call that thing?
I don't know. Pegboard. I don't know.
It's not a peg
Cracker
board.
Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. It's not just Cracker Barrel's game, but
You're like,
come on. What
it's
is
called. It's called. I'm waiting for my
it?
country fried
The
steak.
T's that are in the triangle.
Yes.
And yes, there is a world championship of tic-tac-toe.
Wow.
It's considered an e-sport now.
I
You
bet
can do
there's
it by a video game.
I bet there's a world champion of Hangman.
I think it's called Wheel of Fortune.
Might be.
Trump obsessed.
There is no officially recognized global championship for classic Hangman.
This reminds me.
Maybe we ought to start one.
This reminds me of a day when I was standing out there at our front desk with Andretta, who no longer works here because she retired. And Andretta, for some reason, she was watching some videos. I mean, we don't
Wasn't
have a lot
anything
of
else to do up there.
Yeah, this is why we don't even have a receptionist any longer. But she said, Swanee, white women can line dance to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. They can. I've been to enough, stupid places where I've watched these line dancers which is just, to me, I'm like, oh, what a waste. Anyway, we started trying to come up with songs that there's not a line dance to, and we failed miserably. I mean, every single song, she would go and look up the video and be like, there it is. I said, okay, there's got to be Amazing Grace. I said, there's no way
That they
there's
did
a line dance
dancing
to
to.
it.
Why
Two of them.
not?
There were two different ones.
Yeah, that's very funny.
We could not find a single song that there wasn't a line dance to. Like, good Lord. How
Amen.
about Hallelujah? Well, yeah, no, there was one there. Yeah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. They're line dancing. Rosie O'Donnell thinks that Donald Trump is obsessed with her.
I would think.
No.
Just the fact that she's saying that means she's obsessed with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Think
Still
about
living
that for a minute.
Right there.
Well-
in the front lobe of her.
Rent free.
Look, it's two narcissists, you know?
It is.
You have to
Who's
believe.
worse? I
You have
think
to
Rosie
believe you're
is.
important enough to be hated.
Well,
You know?
Rosie is obsessive
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
And it's
To the
all
point-
about Donald Trump to her.
Yeah, I mean, to the point where her therapist told her, you have to stop trying. You have to stop thinking
Well,
about
she's
Trump.
not even
Let
trying.
it go. No, she's not putting any effort in at all. She wants to.
It's almost
we
it's
really
laughable.
don't know when she put effort into much of anything. So, you know.
I think she finished off that ice cream sundae okay. She did a pretty good
Oh,
job.
that may
with
be
that.
true.
goodness.
Yeah. We're frittering away 1/2 hour after another hearing. You only got one more to go. Aren't you lucky?
Don't say that in front of Rosie. Fritter.
Skippy,
Fritter
Skippy and Jimbo
coming up.
will be coming
30
your way at
minutes.
10:05 or so, and we'll hear about the latest malady. It's going to be
What
great.
do you think it is today? A tire, windshield,
He was complaining about
DMV.
He was complaining about not feeling well on Sunday. Maybe he had a resurgence of that. We can talk about that a little bit. That'll be fun. It's 9:30 with Dixon and Vining. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Food talk coming your way next. 936 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5.com. Interestingly, all the news is saying that Donald Trump is weighing a return to full-on war with Iran. I'm like, a return?
Are we there now?
I feel like we're hitting them harder now than we did the first time.
Yeah.
I think we're actually, because we're hitting both day and night. Previously, we were
well,
only
and
doing
it's
it
very,
at night. Now we're doing
very targeted. Those
Yeah.
things that we're hitting is
Right.
he talking about doing something on a more massive level, whatever that might be.
I'm thinking about a return to Rodney's Marine and a Suzuki-powered boat.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get me one of them Silver Wave or StarCraft pontoons or tractoons. Already trailered up and ready to go. In-house financing, low monthly payments. Get it outfitted the way you like. If you want to put a bigger motor on there, you can do that, up-power that thing. Or maybe you want to put a stereo and just go, look, I love this boat the way it is, but I need one of those canopy things on top, and I got to have a kick-ass stereo, and I got to have, coolers, whatever. They got it all, plus the accessories for things like tubing. They got the banana. They got the skis. You name it. They've got it there at Rodney's Marine, and if they don't have it, they can get it for you. But that Suzuki Power with a 5-year warranty, that is the real star of the show.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Think about maybe renting a boat, because Rodney does have some beautiful boats for rent. Maybe do that for this weekend. Give him a call today at 525-1500 and say, hey, Rodney, I'd like to rent a boat. Do you have anything available? See what he's got. Maybe got a special occasion coming up. You can rent that boat with a slide. Gives you an opportunity to get out there to Rodney's Marine, see what it's all about, take a boat out for the day and enjoy some lake life with your family. And then when you come back into Rodney's Marine, start looking around and seeing what he's got and purchase yourself a boat. Maybe get one of those boats with a Suzuki engine like Richard mentioned, the StarCraft, Silver Wave pontoon, Savannah Center consoles, all there for you. Lake Logan, Martin, and Cropwell, right off of Highway 231 is where you will find Rodney's Marine, also on Facebook. And the website is rodneysmarine.com. Go see these guys.
Yeah, man, 9:38 with Dixon and Vining. What can I tell you? I don't know, because I lost the website. Where did it go? I had everything here. It was good.
Isn't that fun when
It's
you
just gone.
click something that's the
This
wrong
is my favorite.
something, and you're like, okay, where were we headed to?
All right, the good news is that I got my iPad up and operational. I'll
Yay.
be slowly shifting over to that as time goes by.
Are you going to use that full-time in studio? Or are you going to stay with your
You
computer?
got a problem with that?
No, I'm just asking if that's what you're...
Yeah, I've got the
Plan
thing.
is-
I've got it designed now in such a way that it has almost nothing on it. It's got Chrome, it's got Word, it's got my work email and my home email, and that's pretty much it. That's all I want on there.
Yeah.
To
be able to do what we do on a daily
right.
basis.
Everything else is on my phone.
Right.
And I don't really need that. I don't need to clog up an iPad with that stuff. So managed to get it all emptied out, get rid of all of the apps that I don't want, and I'm able to use it now for just the very most simplistic thing, which is what I bought it for over a year ago. And then I had to have somebody who understands Apple products come in and show me how it works, because I'm an idiot. They're supposed to be intuitive, and I'm like, I can't figure out how it works. I can't make it do anything. I learned. I took a course. Let's talk about Burger King. They have a new job for you. And I think, Valerie, you'd be great at this.
Oh, I would.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
You
you-
think so?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're always coming up with kick-ass ideas for people and what they should be doing.
Just leave it to me.
So they are looking now basically for for want of a better term, a satisfaction monitor.
Oh, Lord, you don't want me.
They
I think
call
you're
them.
all wrong.
They're calling them a Your Way champion.
Oh.
Okay.
The have it your way went out the window years ago.
Well, it's back.
We haven't had it our way in
it's
forever.
It's back now. They're bringing it back. They're saying that if you don't like the Whopper that you have been given, you want it remade
and have
your
somebody
way,
spit in it
they will
their
fix
way.
it for you.
Yes, I don't know. No, what are you kidding? I wouldn't dare say I don't have
That's the
this
first
Whopper
thing.
is not my way. Okay, lady, let me have it back. Yeah.
How about now?
ew. How do you like this, lady? I'd be like, no.
Okay.
I'd be like, can I just come back there and make it myself?
Oh,
just
yeah,
get out of
great.
the way.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe that's what Burger King ought to do. Just start letting customers make it their way.
Um,
Hey, we're on to something. Kind of like Fuddruckers. Remember that
What am I
place?
paying you for?
Right. Just get out of the way. Let the robot
Yeah.
put the char grilled burger on the bun.
Yeah.
and then have all the condiments and lettuce and tomato and everything. And we'll just put it together ourselves.
All right, there
then
you go. See, I
it
told you.
is have it your way. Yeah,
Valerie's
see
got
what
the
you did to
kick-ass
me
ideas.
again? Jeez.
She's got the kick-ass ideas. McDonald's has just quietly released 2 new first-of-their-kind sandwiches. Sandwich is I guess it's a breakfast sandwich.
Using the term
technically.
loosely, are
It
we?
is. Well, it's McDonald's new honey brown butter biscuits. You get the, let's see, honey brown butter bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and the honey brown butter chicken biscuit. First off, I love honey brown butter. It's fantastic. It's honey and brown butter. The two combined,
It's pretty darn
Wow.
disgusting.
good. Yeah,
Kind of like
really,
truth in advertising.
really
right
not
there.
good for you, but really delicious.
Absolutely delicious. And the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit at Mickey D's is one of my go-tos. You know, of course, number one thing that I want there is always going to be the McGriddle. And the second thing that I would go for would be the McMuffin. If I'm like, yeah, you need to take off a few pounds, Richard. You don't need the McGriddle. But there are times when the bacon, egg, and cheese is just right up my alley. It's exactly what I'm
like
looking
usually
for.
when you're traveling, headed to the beach or something like that.
You put a little honey brown biscuit, honey brown butter on there, and I'm ready to go. You have now upped my game, my friends, and so I might very well be ordering one of those. There are ways you can up your McDonald's Egg-a-Muffin by ordering things a certain way. Like, for instance, have them put the hash brown on it. Just would you please put the hash brown on the
Yeah, that's
on the McMuffin?
That's a no-brainer
The
right
Egg-a-Muffin?
there.
Ask for extra meat. Go like, hey, listen, I know it comes with sausage, or you could order the one, of course, that's got Canadian bacon, as long as you remove that little ring for Valerie. She doesn't like the ring around
Like
it.
that.
Um,
I'll take the sausage
say,
though.
also, throw some bacon on there too.
Mm.
So you get
How about
the.
some ketchup? Can I have
that's-
some ketchup on it?
You want ketchup?
Mustard?
Oof.
Mayonnaise? No? Lettuce? Tomato?
Where are you going with this?
Having it my way at McDonald's? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Burger King.
You could have them put a little honey on there.
Okay.
Get the sweet and savory going. I kind of like that idea.
Mm.
I could do that, especially with some sausage. Give it a boost with McDonald's sauces. You can order any of the sauces. Give me the tangy barbecue. Let me have the hot mustard. How about the spicy buffalo or ranch?
That might taste funny.
Talk about waking you up.
Really?
And you can ask for scrambled eggs instead. Say, instead of that fried egg, give me a folded scrambled egg like they would put on the biscuit. I don't know why you would want that. I think to me, the egg-a-muffin,
It's perfect.
yeah, to me, that's
That's
what.
perfection right there.
But did you know that there's a different egg-a-muffin south of the border?
Did
no,
not know
I'm not
that.
surprised though.
By the way, for people who do not understand why I call it an egg-a-muffin, there was a very old National Lampoon radio show bit that had Christopher Guest as Mr. Rogers and Bill Murray as his guest, who plays the bass. And I'd like to talk to you about your bass. It looks like a big violin, doesn't it? It's not a small thing. No, it ain't small at all. It ain't wimpy. I like the way you say wimp. I can say wimpy, wampy, wombly. What do you eat for breakfast? Yes, what do you eat for breakfast? I like chowder.
Chowder.
You ever have an egg McMuffin? Yeah, I eat those. Can you say egg McMuffin? Egg-a-muffin. That's where that comes from.
Thank you for sharing that.
You can probably look it up
And now you
online
know.
and find it.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first actual impersonation comically of Mr. Rogers. Nobody had ever done one before Christopher Guest did on National Lampoon's Radio Hour. And he told the story about how not long after that episode aired, he was in a motel, like in the middle of the country, in the middle of nowhere. And Mr. Rogers shows up and pulls
Excellent.
up in the parking lot. He wasn't there to see him. It was complete coincidence. But he says,
fantastic.
he goes, everything in my body froze. I was expecting him to be like, can you tell me what room he's in? Mexican-style Egg McMuffin. You'll find these at McDonald's south of the border. It's built on the familiar breakfast sandwich structure: eggs, meat, cheese, sandwiched between two English muffins. Unlike the fried eggs served on the American version, the Mexican one includes a Mexican-style omelet, which has diced green peppers, onions, and tomatoes mixed into the eggs. One American dining at McDonald's in Mexico, trying it for the first time, stated also had a spicy kick to it. By the way, the familiar Canadian bacon, which isn't really Canadian, or breakfast sausage patty replaced by traditional bacon topped with cheese. The bun gets a scoop of refried beans spread across it before they close the sandwich.
Yum. Sounds good to me. I like refried beans.
All righty. Refried beans, Mexican omelet. I'm looking at a picture of it here. It doesn't look like an Egg McMuffin at all. It looks like something else entirely. It looks delicious, though. I'm not going to lie. I'll take that. There is something exclusive or elusive at Culver's that if you're lucky enough to find it, they say it is the most delicious burger on their menu. I don't know whether that's true or not. You know why? It has one of those things that you and I are not really crazy about. I don't think Steve is either.
What is it?
Pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger.
No.
Yeah. Whatever.
Let's be done with that.
It's the
And
Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger. They say that it's pretzel bun, but it's soft.
like
and
a
delicious.
bun. It just kind of looks
That-
like a pretzel bun, but
That's
it's
the
not.
claim. I don't know.
I bet
I
you
don't-
it's
I
still
don't need
chewier than
that.
a regular bun.
Yeah.
It probably is. I don't know that that's a good idea.
Listen,
Why is it
it's
elusive?
just
They only offered it like one restaurant in the country per day,
Something like
That-
and you have
the-
to go find it.
The bun is just to kind of hold all the other delicious, greasy yumminess, cheese and bacon, and just don't give me the pretzel bun is going to get in the way of all of that goodness.
So what you're telling me is the bun is a vehicle.
It's just a vehicle,
I see. Okay.
and I don't need a whole lot of the vehicle. Does that make sense?
I understand.
Little vehicle.
Speaking of vehicles, how about if you and I have waxed poetic many times about our love for the ice cream sandwich.
I love an ice cream sandwich.
Well,
I
Oreo makes an ice cream sandwich
Mm-hmm.
that is somehow so perfectly Oreo-rific that the cookies taste exactly like the cookies, you know, the top and bottom, except they're somehow a little softer in keeping with the ice cream sandwich concept, okay? And the cream, the dairy stuff in the middle, we don't know if we can call it ice cream, actually tastes like the cream in an Oreo. So you're getting like a
Oh.
giant
So far, I'm seeing nothing wrong with it.
frozen
No.
Oreo,
If it tastes like that.
and there's bits of Oreo cookie in the ice cream.
Yeah.
Taste
It's
test,
like the
here we
Inception
come.
Oreo, but in an ice cream sandwich.
We might have to do 2 taste tests.
Yeah,
on
we
this.
might need to.
I mean, after eating one of them, I'm like, I'm still not sold.
Yeah, I need another
Let
one.
me try a second just to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Alabama Men's Clinic would like to talk to you about your testosterone and where you stand on it. It's probably a good idea to get checked every once in a while. You know, if you got checked a while back and it was, you know, low 600s, might be time to check again, see where you stand. You want to be between 600 and 900. Higher is better, obviously, as is so often the case. And there are a variety of different ways that you can get testosterone into your body. It doesn't involve over-the-counter pills, I can tell you that. Those things will not make the difference that you need. If you're hovering around 300, 350, 400, and you want to get up into the 600 to 900 range, trust me on this, ain't no pill on the market that's going to get you there, okay? You need to see the Alabama Men's Clinic and talk to them about the variety of options that they have. And, of course, they can handle your ED and your, you know, obviously low TPD, hair loss, weight loss, GLP-1s, peptides. They do it all. Men is their middle name. It's urology-backed medicine from great people who treat the whole you. The Alabama Men's Clinic. Take it from a satisfied customer. 598-7000, alabamamensclinic.com to find out more. It just don't come easy. 9:56. Dixon Dividing, Talk 99.5, talk99.5.com. Texts us and says Kramer had this idea a long time ago where you make your own pizza pie. There you go. They just provide the crust, and then you put everything on yourself. And you can't have people dealing with pizza ovens. They're going to burn themselves. Lynn, we can serve that at Azteca's Mexican restaurant, talking about the fabulous Mexican McMuffin.
I told her we'll be on the way soon.
Liz says, Valerie, I don't like the ring either on the Egg McMuffin ham.
Thank you, Liz. I was beginning to think I was the only one that hates the ring.
Egg McMuffin, yum, says Nick. Tom says, Cheech and Chong did the Egg-a-Muffin bit with Bill Murray back in the early 1970s. No, that was, in fact, National Lampoon's radio show. Andrew McLean says, I almost died from choking on a Costco hot dog. Thank you very much. And Richard doesn't even care. It's difficult for me to get sympathetic for a malady that can be fixed by slowing down and taking smaller bites.
There you go.
It's really what it comes down to.
Kind of scary.
Yeah.
That he almost died.
Yeah.
Choking on a Costco.
All because you couldn't.
Is he blaming Costco for this, or is he blaming you for that?
Were you in a hurry?
Slow down, Skippy.
Sam has got two other products made by I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. One is You Thought This Was Yogurt, and Nobody Said This Was Ham. Wow. Carlos says, your podcasts apparently are automated to remove bumper music. Yeah, we don't have the rights to use the bumper music on the web.
So you're not going to hear those.
But could you program it to play the first 3 seconds of the song so we will get a clue
Can't do
who
that
Richard's
either.
behind the music stories are about?
You need to make it, Carlos, a fun thing. Just make it a little competition for yourself to try to figure out what it is.
See if you can guess.
Based on what we're saying about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Get with the program.
Pete or Carlos, whatever your name
this.
is. Yeah.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
I think Pete is a regular nickname for Carlos, isn't it? I'm sure in elementary school it's like
my name is Pete, but I'll go by Carlos.
Carlos,
I thought that was for Sanjay.
Carlos, do you prefer Pete or Carlos? Do you want us to use which one?
Let's fix that.
Dixon Dividing question of the day. What was your favorite Schoolhouse Rock video, Steve West?
Oh, I'm just a Bill.
Everyone loved that one. What about you, Valerie?
Conjunction function.
Conjunction junction.
What's your function?
Can't lose with that one. I'm going to go outside the realm and do lollies. Get your adverbs here.
That was a good one.
I was just looking up this weekend for my 6-year-old grandson. I love them all, says Sabrina. You're not allowed to say I love them all.
Yeah, but there were some that we liked more than others. Let's face it. You were like, oh, that one again. Okay, whatever.
Dave says,
I'm just a Bill. They probably need to put back in the classroom so at least kids can learn something.
Yeah. They'd have to add a whole verse about bribery, though.
Well,
I think would be
and
involved
socialism
in that,
too.
Yeah.
Work that in.
Interplanet Janet. She's a galaxy girl.
I remember that.
Figure 8. Let's see. I'm going to have conjunction junction stuck in my head all day. Yeah, Patricia, I understand.
Well, there you go.
No More Kings. One is Brutal to King George. It's pretty good. We didn't have that when I was a kid. We had Patch the Pony. Okay. Zero My Hero. Let's see. Conjunction junction. Lolly. I'm Mr. Bill. Everybody's got the same faves here. Nobody likes there we go. Grammar Rock. A noun's a person, place, or thing. I love that one.
There's that one. Then there was interjection.
Interjection. Show excitement. Show emotion. Usually sad. Apart from a sentence by an exclamation point or by a comma when the feeling's not so strong. I'd like to say I remember that from when I was a youth, but we used to do Rated R Schoolhouse Rock.
My gosh.
We would show the Schoolhouse Rock videos, and Murphy and I would sit and rank on them for a while.
Maybe we ought to do that instead of a Rated R Rudolph.
Sure.
We'll do that, and we'll make it a Christmas theme.
Christmas theme.
Yeah, somehow.
We're out of here. Back tomorrow, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talking to you then, Dixon. Bye now.